Hello and welcome. This video is going to be my reseller recap for the month of March, where I share with y'all where I am with my goals for the year and also how much money I made, which is why I'm sure most of you here, because I know I'm very voyeuristic when it comes to how much money people make. I'm very nosy. And also I feel like there's a little bit of shame in modern society about talking how much you make, which I don't understand. I feel like, first of all, comparison is the thief of joy, as someone who sometimes falls into that pit of despair. But I also feel like it's important. Like, I live in Hampton Roads, Virginia, which is pretty inexpensive. I also am fortunate enough to own a row house, so I don't have to pay like double the amount for rental, which is what my place would normally cost, which I know because I've done rent comparisons in my row house community. To rent my own house would cost twice my my mortgage. So, and I keep my costs relatively low because I currently don't have a car payment. We'll see what happens when the Bronco gets here. But, you know, I just want to say we're gonna shift it off to the wall of accountability so I can show you where I am with my listings. Okay, bye. Welcome to the wall of accountability. So it is full of all the numbers. Unfortunately, this number is lower than I would want. I did only list around a little over 200 items for this month, but you know, I did all the things I was supposed to do. I added 120 items to the store to make up for what sold, and then you know, another $3,000 worth of stuff, but we'll get into that when I get into my net numbers. You know, I did the things I was supposed to do in the month and it did not net me the results I was hoping for, but that's okay. Because you can only do what you can do, and the market is the market, and it might have been just I wasn't sourcing the right stuff to make for the fast flips. And I know a lot of stuff that I was listing for Money Pile Mondays for this month, it was vintage stuff, so that stuff is probably not going to sell until the fall or the winter, so that might have had a little bit to do with it as well. All right, so thank you very much, Other Bob. I appreciate you, and we're gonna get into my goals. So my first goal is to still be reselling full time. Hello, we're still having this conversation. So that's still happening, despite the fact that it's May. Wait, no, it's June. Oh no, so it's June, and I'm just now getting to my March stuff, so sorry, again, this month is going to be catched up. Catched up? It's not catch up. I'm going to catch up this month. This is my birthday month, so I'm going to work really hard this month, so that way for my birthday I'm giving myself the gift of moving forward instead of continuing to look back. That sounded very profound unnecessarily. Okay, so my first goal is to continue reselling full time. I'm still doing it, so again, please don't worry about me. I know the numbers, a little bit of foreshadowing, aren't going to be that great, but again, I had a very nice refund from the government for my taxes. Hi, Miss Baby. Hi, yes, you are here. So please don't worry about, she is lifting up, you cannot see her, but she is down here, lifting up her little paw, asking for pets. Baby, I need my lap. I'm sorry. I know normally you sit here, but I need my lap. Because I have my handy dandy notebook for this. No, okay. So yeah, I'm still reselling. The second goal is to hit 6,500 subscribers here on YouTube. I ended March with 3,478 of y'all, which again, very humbling. I'm seeing pretty much like slow, steady growth, which I am very grateful for. That's honestly what I would prefer. Would I like a little more of an upward tilt? Yeah, but I don't know what I would do if I went any type of viral on YouTube at all. I mean, I had some collaborations where, you know, Matt's mentioned me, or I have done like my reseller recaps and like more people have come over. That's been really nice. Like, you know, a couple hundred is different than like a few thousand, and I don't know what I would do if that happened. Be grateful, of course, but I really like the fact that I get to know you guys in the comments a little bit, and some of you reach out to me like on Instagram or in Discord, and I like building that kind of relationship with my audience. That's what I've always loved doing. I've been a person on the internet for a really long time because I am a partnered streamer on Twitch. So again, I'm perfectly happy with slow and steady growth. So thank you very much for the over 3,500 of you that are here now, because again, this video is coming out in June. I appreciate you. I'm glad that you're here, and I feel very fortunate that anybody watches my videos ever. My third goal is 10K in 90 days. I did actually meet that in February. Unfortunately, in March, that dipped back down. I'm not quite sure why. It happens. So people talk about summer slowdown. I got a spring slowdown, and I know part of that is probably my fault. So I did hit that goal this year, but I've not maintained that goal. So I think for next year, I'm going to set a little bit of a higher goal and also to maintain it for 10K in 90 days. And death to the death pile. I did really good in March as far as keeping up with my money pile Mondays. However, you guys haven't seen one of those in a while, and that is just because of the fact that I haven't been doing it. And again, I think that has to do with the fact that that's why my sales have dipped, is that while I was consistent with it in March, I have not been consistent with it recently. I don't remember the last Money Pile Monday I did. I'm sure Editing Bob will put when I did it here. But I have not been consistent with the Death to the Death pile with the Money Pile Mondays, and I have not been consistent with my fifth goal, which is Fix It Friday, to get it sold. I have not done either of those, and I think all of May, maybe. Maybe I did one or two of them, but I haven't been consistent with those. It's not that I haven't been selling similar and doing that, but I just haven't been making a video with it, and so I've just been kind of lackadaisical about it. Like, I have 32 unsold listings currently that need to be fixed, and I just haven't done it because I haven't made a video about it. I feel like I have to make a video about it to do it, and so I don't know. I might set aside a day to just like clear everything out and start over. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do in order to get back to it. Hi, she has decided to join me to the left of my lap instead of in my lap, which is nice because the little tiny paws get very stabby and insistent over a while, so this is much nicer. I feel like I'm sounding very negative. I'm still here, I'm still reselling, so it's not bad. I just realized that I am not holding myself accountable the way I should be to be as successful in my business as I think I need to be, or at all. So there's that. So now I'm going to share with you my monies. So again, I would like to preface this. I know you guys sometimes get worried about me. I know my mommy, whenever she watches these videos, gets worried about me. I promise you that I will get a regular job before you guys need to worry about me. So I'm fine. So I'm going to share with you my lowest performing platform first and work my way up just like I do with my what's sold. My lowest performing platform is Whatnot, and I had one Whatnot show in March. I did a book Whatnot, and I made a net profit from that Whatnot of $45.70, which is nice because most of the books that I got from that Whatnot were Ben's Vines, so low cost of goods, and I moved them very quickly, and I appreciate that about Whatnot. As long as I keep my buy costs low, I feel like it's a valuable spending of time because it's normally like an hour of listing everything and then an hour of doing the thing. And so if I look at it that way, I made like over $20 an hour, which is pretty great. For 2 hours of work, $45, that's not bad. I know some of you, that's not enough. And some of you, that sounds like a lot. Everybody's different. My next lowest performing platform is Poshmark, and I made a net profit on Poshmark of $50.07. Poshmark is my overall lowest performing platform currently, which is sad because eBay and Poshmark were like the two platforms I was on. This is a little bit of a spoiler, but I actually haven't sold anything on Poshmark since March. I don't know why. I am cross-posting on there. I am regularly sharing my closet multiple times a day, and it's just not happening. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna keep up with it. If I keep getting goose eggs from it, and I'm doing all the things they're telling me I'm supposed to do other than do Poshmark lives, I don't know what to do. So we'll see. And my next platform is Etsy. Etsy is my set it forget it platform. Considering it's a set it and forget it platform, it does very well for me. I made a net profit on Etsy of $89.71, and I am exceedingly happy with that. Again, I love Etsy, but I don't make the amount of money where I would not love Etsy. So I know that they have a threshold. I think of like, if you make $10,000 on Etsy, you are opted into ads and you can't opt out of the ads. So that's like promoted listing, and they take a hefty chunk out of your sales if that happens. So I'm well underneath of that amount of money. So as far as I am concerned, I love Etsy. And then eBay, which is my main bay. I made a net profit of $1,126.13. Did I make more money than that on eBay? Yes, but that is because I pulled $71.02 from my total eBay profit, and that went towards my Bronco fund. $71.02 came from items that were free to me or gifted to me from you guys, or I pulled from my own closet. So that doesn't count in my net profit because that is money I've set aside in my Bronco fund. The production date keeps getting pushed back as an update. So I did not make the $1,650 that I personally feel like I need to live my regular to pay my fixed expenses on eBay, which is frustrating. But again, I had a really nice tax return, so I'm okay. Again, I just need to keep prefacing that. Otherwise, you guys leave kind and worrying comments down below. Again, I promise you I will have an announcement video saying that I'm getting a full-time job before you guys ever need to worry about me financially. So I appreciate you. I'm okay. I also have other revenue sources. So I have the Buy Me a Coffee, and I have so many of you to thank for that. And that money goes directly to Miss Moxie, providing her cat litter and her food. I did have a couple comments last video about, or my last recap, saying, hey, is there any way we can just give you money instead of it all going to Moxie? If the amount of money from Buy Me a Coffee doesn't pay for her vet bills or her care at all, she's my baby. She gets it first. If there's any left over, it goes into my account, and of course it just pays to go. Technically, it still goes to her because this is the roof over her head. So it still technically kind of goes to her, but I do end up using it to like pay the water bill, which is like $15 or less normally. So it's fine. But I have several people to thank. I have Donna. Donna bought me 5 coffees. Thank you very much. It's very sweet. That's a lot of coffees. So Donna, thank you very much. 5 coffees is a lot, and I do very much appreciate it. Second, thank you, lovely. I cannot thank you enough for still watching. Like, I'm holding myself. I cannot thank you enough for you and Cooper's both still sticking with me despite the fact I haven't been streaming on Twitch as much, and still watching my content and still keeping up with me. It means a lot. Like, I feel bad that I don't talk to you guys every day anymore because I'm not streaming every day. And to the fact that you still care enough about me and about Miss Moxie to do that, I just want to know that I appreciate you, and thank you very much. I'm gonna cry. Why? Second, thank you very much. I appreciate you. You know, Rob also gifted us 5 coffees. Rob came over from my book channel, which I haven't been uploading on. Like, I don't know, YouTube picked up one of my videos over on my book channel, which got me over the 1,000, but I don't have enough hours. And like, so many people followed me from that one video, and I haven't really uploaded since then because I'm so in my head about that book channel. I don't know why. Rob, thank you very much. Like, for people to come over from there and be invested enough in me to like come over to this channel and then want to support me in my endeavors. And I have so many books in this room. I have this giant double Z rack full of the vintage clothing, and then like all of the available floor space is covered in books. I am very blessed, but I have so much work to do, and I really need to do it, but then I wouldn't upload videos. And so it's this weird dichotomy of like, where should I focus? And I feel like this is becoming more of a video than I expected it to. So Rob, thank you very much for the coffees. Second, thank you for the coffees. Donna, thank you for the coffees. And Jen, thank you. Jen, as I mentioned last time, she always just gives me a coffee and cheers me on, and it's very sweet and very appreciated. Like, just that little, like, I'm here and I'm still rooting for you is very cute. And you can just leave a comment in this video. You don't have to buy me a coffee. It still would mean a lot. So thank the 4 of you for netting me $72.21. And that paid for Moxie's Chewy box this month, which covers her cat litter and her wet food. So thank you very much. I appreciate you guys. And then I also have the Anthro Anthology. I'm almost done with it. I've been talking about working on it for forever. And I'm sorry that it's taken me almost a year to re-update it again. But it's coming. I meant it to come out in May. That didn't happen. I have like 4 letters left to check in the anthology, but some of their letters they've changed because of the season. So I'm making sure I double check those. Whatever. The Anthro Anthology is going to be updated soon. It's going to have a lot of things have shifted, which is why it's taken so long. But I made a net profit on the Anthro Anthology of $10.98, and that is because people have been kind enough to give me money for my efforts. But please, if you are new to me and my videos, or if you are new to reselling, or if you're new to doing women's clothes, please type in the 0 in that button. You can get it for free. Please get it for free. I am appreciative to those of you that have given me money for it. It helps me as much as it helps you guys, because I also am always willing to learn new brands, and it helps me become a better reseller by making these resources. So if you're new, please type in 0. Even if you're not new, please don't feel guilty about typing in 0. It's perfectly fine. But I made a net profit of $10.98. So the total amount of money I made from my reselling business and from this YouTube channel is $1,394.80. And that is money that went into my regular bank account, not the Bronco Fund, okay? So is that the amount of money that would have paid all of my fixed expenses last year? Absolutely. So I'm not destitute, which is what I'm trying to say. I'm okay. I haven't hit my goals, but I'm okay. And do I want to make more money? Yes, but I need to work harder for that. And so that is what I am trying to do. That's why I did the, weekly listing challenge, where I tried to list more in a week than I did an entire month. Was I successful? No, but I actually listed the same amount, which, given the fact that 3 of the days I had massive social obligations and really wasn't at home, I don't think I would have gotten the normal amount of work done if it wasn't for the fact I set such a lofty goal. So goals are good. If you don't make all the goals, giving yourself grace is good. So that is everything for this video. I feel like it's a hot mess. I got emotional for absolutely no reason, and hopefully you guys are okay with that. I hope that what I am doing with the heavy listing will keep summer slowdown away, because the spring slowdown was painful, but again, 100% my fault. So I will see you guys in the next video for another What's Sold tomorrow, and until then, have a good day.